Hello everyone, this is Satyaprakash. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is part 8 of Angular CLI. In this session, we'll describe how to generate components without npm packages or without using of npm packages. So I'll suggest you before going through this part 8, please visit my part 7 of Angular CLI tutorial, that is details of SRC folder in Angular CLI. So you'll get this video in my playlist that is called Angular CLI tutorial playlist. Okay, let's continue with my presentation. So what we describe in this session, that is what is npm package in Angular CLI, Angular CLI project structure with and without installation of npm packages. Can we generate components without npm packages? Alright, so first thing is we need to know about what is the version of node npm package and the Angular CLI installed in my system. So for node I need to type this command is called node -v -b, you can say it. So this is called version 16, and the npm package version what it has been installed in my system is so npm-b, right? So it will show you what is the version of npm installed in my system. So it is called 8.1.2. and what is the Angular CLI version installed in my system? That is ng-b. So it will show all the available commands or whatever in our ng command. So what is the commands to check for the Angular CLI installed in my system? That is called ng version. So after then I click enter. So it will show what is the version of Angular CLI with some details. You can see that it is Angular CLI. The image has come, and here it will load all the versions installed in my system about the Angular CLI. So here you can see that Angular CLI version installed, that is 13, and the node is 16, package manager npm it's 8.1.2, and the OS is 32 and 64. That is the 64-bit of my MS Windows. So whatever these commands, it is using individual commands. Using that command you can get all these versions installed in your system, that is node, package manager, npm, and the Angular CLI. So I just clear the screen here. So let's start what is the npm package and what is the motto of our this session. So the npm package is the Angular framework. Angular CLI and components used by Angular applications are packaged as npm packages and distributed using the npm registry. So we can download and install the npm packages by using npm CLI client, which is installed with and runs as the node.js applications. So guys, I already have created one video about introduction to Angular CLI and steps to install of node.js. You can go through that and know about how to download and install the node.js and npm packages. And by default the Angular CLI uses the npm client. Alright, so before going through this running these commands, I'll show you some details about it. So I have opened the command prompt as an administrator, so I need to map to this directory, which one I already have used in my previous videos. So to map to my directory, I write this command cd and the directory name and click enter. I just clear the screen here. So what happened is I already have shown you what is the version of node, npm, and Angular CLI versions installed in my systems, right? So in the old versions of npm packages or old version of Angular CLI, you must have the npm packages installed to be able to generate the components using Angular CLI. Otherwise, there you can if you try to generate the components using the ng generate command, you will get the error like node underscore modules appears empty. You may need to run the npm install. So I'll show you, that is the command to create a new Angular project with name, that is the npm and package component dash dash skip dash install, right? So that means it does not install the npm packages, as we have used the dash dash skip dash install. So this flag, as we know, it skips installing the npm packages, right? So let's try this command in my command prompt. So npm and the project name should be, that is ng new project name should be npm and package, and it is called npm package component. Alright, so this is my Angular project name. So I need to skip install of the npm package. So the command is dash dash skip dash install. So npm new npm package component dash dash skip dash install. So this will skip our installation of the npm packages. So after then I just click enter here, and you make sure your internet should be on that part. If you want to install your npm packages, so it should be it should require the internet connections to your local systems. All right, so it is asking, would you like to add Angular routing? So as of now I don't want, so put n. I will click enter. So which kind of style sheet format you want to use? So there is so many CSS, SCSS, SASS and less. So as of now I want only CSS. So click enter and it will start creating our Angular project with required files. All right, okay, now it is already created the project in my directory here. See, you can see that npm package component project is created. So if you'll go to inside, I just map to this path in my command prompt. So I need to clear the screen. I go to cd and put this. So it is mapped to my newly created Angular project. So after then I clear the screen here, and here one thing we need to notice, that what is the difference between Angular CLI project structure with and without installation of npm packages. Alright, so guys, I already have shown you this project Satya Angular CLI in my previous videos. So I'll show you what is the difference between Satya Angular CLI project and npm package component. So Satya Angular CLI project, it contains the npm packages, but npm package component does not contain the npm packages. So what is the difference? So Satya Angular CLI with npm package, you can see the difference. There is a folder called node underscore modules. So if you go there, there's so many packages here are available using .bin. All right, so using that difference, if you'll compare with the npm package component project without the npm package, so you can see here the node underscore module folder is not created here. Only the src and .git and the remaining files are there. All right, so what is the requirements of our session is, can we generate the component without npm package in Angular CLI? All right, so we need to run this ng generate component and abc. This is the command we'll use to create the component. So at this point, if we try to generate new component using the ng generate command, it will report an error, that is a node underscore module appears empty if you use the old version of Angular CLI. So it needs to run the npm install to generate the command, because npm install will install all your npm packages in your project, so that you can generate the component called using the command ng generate component abc. But in my latest version of Angular CLI, that is Angular CLI, it is called 13. So it does not require the npm package mandatory to install to create the component in my project. Alright, so what happened if based on the old version of Angular CLI, if you have to first execute the npm install command to install the required packages. Once it is done, you can able to generate the components. But as per my latest version of Angular CLI, that is 13, which one I already have shown you earlier in my beginning of my presentation, it is not required to install the npm packages to generate the components, right? So I'll show you. So this project does not contain the npm packages, so I need to tell you and show you that whether we can you generate the components or not. So the command is ng generate component abc, that is the component should be abc, it will be created. So after then click enter. Let's see, it will throw any error or it will create the component without any errors, right? So here you can see that our component is successfully created with the files .html, .spec.ts, .ts, .css and app.module.ts with the component name it is abc.component. Alright, if you use the old version of Angular CLI and you have created the Angular project without npm packages, and when you try to generate the component, then it will throw an error called the node_module appears empty and you may need to run npm install. So in that scenario, you have to first execute npm install command to install the required packages, and after this you can able to generate the components. But as of my installation version of the Angular CLI, Node and npm, it does not need the npm packages should be installed in my system and for the Angular project, so that without npm package I can able to generate the component called abc. So guys, I'll open this project, so code space dot and click enter. So it will open our project using Visual Studio Code, and there we can see the components. So here you can also check the components in my local directory here, so src, and if you see that, go to app folder, and there is one folder is created called abc, and there all the components related files has been created, that is html, css, spec.ts and .ts file, right? So these things we need to check in my VS Code. So it will open the project using VS Code here. So you can see that our Angular project is loaded using the VS Code here. There is no node_module folder is loaded because this project does not install the npm packages. So we need to check whether this components has been loaded or not. So we need to expand this src folder and go to app folder, and there is a abc folder is there, right? So you can see all the components has been created, that is abc.component.css, abc.component.html, abc.component.spec.ts, abc.component.ts. So also you can see the contents of these files. For example, I just want to show you what is the content of abc.component.html. So you can see this is the default content, that is abc works of the HTML file. All right. So let's go to my presentation here. So to generate the component without npm packages, the first command should skip the installation of npm package, and second command will generate the component of abc without npm package in the latest version of Angular CLI. So this is my YouTube channel. Subscribe and share it to get the up-to-date knowledge of .NET, .NET Core, Angular, Bootstrap, Azure, and DevOps. So what we have described in this video, first thing is we have known about the npm package in Angular CLI, and we understood what is the difference between Angular CLI project structure with and without installation of npm packages or node_modules folder. And can we generate component with an npm package? Yes, for the latest version of Angular CLI we can generate the component without npm package or node_module folders, but in the old version of Angular CLI we are not able to generate the components, and at that time that will throw an error that is node_modules appears empty, and you may need to run the npm install. So npm install command will install all the required packages of npm. After then only you can able to generate the components for the old version of Angular CLI version. But for the new version of Angular CLI, as I already have shown you in my system, for that without any npm package installed in the project, we can able to generate the components without npm package or node_modules folders. All right, so that's it for today guys. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.